So I just washed my hair. Yeah, but it's just like heating up degree by degree. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Hello. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today's video is about a hair update, my hair, and including some things that didn't go so well with one of the attempts to do my hair. Okay, let's get into it. So I've been on a hair journey for a while now, where I just decided that I wanted to do something different. I want to switch it up. And as much as I love my braids, I love my cultural braids, I need to move on. And the last one. So we've got two. And then I'll just go ahead. Ooh. And yeah, it took a long time. So yeah. So bear with me. This is a work in progress. My hair used to be stagnant. Now it is forever evolving. I would say, was it over a year now? And maybe closer to 2. I don't know. I have to look it up. But basically, I started off my hair journey with no longer using synthetic hair braiding. So that was the video I started with the hair journey, which was, you should go check it out. And it was like, no longer going to use synthetic hair braiding. So I did a bunch of videos along the journey of me explaining why I didn't want to have the synthetic hair anymore, me taking out the synthetic hair, me doing different hairstyles, trying out different things, documenting along the way, giving updates, and wearing my natural hair out a lot more, which if you've seen in some recent videos, I've been wearing a do-rag and I've been wearing headscarves. And it's not because anything is wrong with my hair, it's just a protective covering because I've been wearing my hair out natural. I don't know if this is true, but I just wanted to make sure it kind of got a little stronger first before I just have it out all the time. But because I did recently see some videos about Black women with 4C hair that hate their hair, and that is not the case here. I love my natural hair. I like trying out different styles and putting weaves, and I've worn wigs before, and even I've done hair braiding with natural products. Like I use wool to braid my hair recently, and I can't really say that I like those styles more than my hair. I think a lot of the styles I choose is for convenience and to cut down the getting ready time, because my hair, I do have a lot of hair, and it does take a lot of work and time, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, and I don't think I have the time to be doing my hair from scratch all the time. So I try to do styles that are protective styles but also convenient styles. And so one of the mistakes that I made, because none of us are perfect, it's a journey, we all make mistakes, is my hair straightening video. I'm straightening my 4C hair. Oh shit. Okay. Video, and I used this Tymo straightener. It wasn't Tymo brand, but it was like the no-name brand. And this is not to bash the product, like the actual straightener is great, love it. But the mistake that I made is that I didn't prep my hair before I straightened my hair. And when I watched it back, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have used it. And you know what? It's actually more so because I already had so many dead ends and I hadn't trimmed my hair for so long. So a couple months ago, I trimmed my hair. Well, I got it trimmed at at a salon, but it wasn't at a salon, it was like a home salon. But the girl was great. Highly recommend her. She did a great job. She cut off almost 3 inches of my hair, and now my hair is thriving and flourishing, and I probably could go back and do a straightener at some point, at whatever point that I wanted to. But that time was not the time. Yeah, I should have waited until I straightened, and I should have waited until I had cut my hair first before I went and straightened it, because when I straightened it, I could see all the dead ends, and I realized that I shouldn't have even put heat on my hair in that state. What I should have done was use my hair dryer, which has the attachment, and that would be to kind of stretch out the hair and straighten out the hair a little bit more before I put the straightener on it. But I just took it straight from washed, conditioned, and product to using the straightener, and it did have pretty good results considering that. But I'm like, that's not the result that I was actually looking for, and I only realized that kind of as I was finishing it. And then of course when I watched back the video, I was like, oh yeah, probably should have just waited until I got the proper tools before I did the whole process. But it's okay, because I have cut my hair a couple months ago. It's growing back healthy and more even. And then also I bought this Conair hair straightener with an attachment. And you know what, most of the time I just use that, because I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to be straightening my hair all the time, but I still like it stretched out. And I don't even really use the hot setting. I just use either the warm setting or the cool setting. Maybe like I'll do a couple of, like I'll use the cool setting, and then I'll use the warm setting for a little bit, and then I'll go back to the cool setting. So there is a little bit of warmness, but definitely no hot heat, because I don't really want to put hot heat on my hair. And I know it's just a blow dryer, and I'm not even doing it too frequently enough to damage it, but still, to each his own preference. I don't really like using hot heat on my hair, and I'm not going to. So yeah. So where I'm at in this hair journey now is that okay, so what was I doing? After I was wearing the natural hair, I was also wearing wigs, and then going back to the natural hair. So the wig that I had been wearing a lot, what did you say? I broke it down, I took it off the wig cap, and I made it into weave tracks. Like, they were already weave tracks that I made into a wig. So I took it off the wig cap, and now it's back as weave tracks. And that is what's in my hair right now. I didn't put all of it back that I used for the wig. I just put enough because it's still pretty thick. And yeah, so that's the style that I've been doing most recently. But then also I change my mind all the time, and I'm already thinking about doing a different style. So I haven't decided fully yet. I really want to do cornrows. I really like doing my own hair, so I don't know how the cornrows is gonna go, because I'm not really the neatest cornrower. I can cornrow for my own head, but the cornrows that I did for the weave, it wasn't really like out in public presentable cornrows. It was more like prepping my hair for the weave, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I can show you what it currently looks like. This is my lovely do-rag, which I so faithfully wear on a regular basis because it's so nice and comfortable and keeps everything nice and together. So this, I'm not going to show you the cornrows because I have my weave sewn in onto it. And for those of you who don't know what a sew and weave in, you basically take tracks, you take thread, and then you sew the tracks across your head on through the cornrows that you laid down. And sometimes people will lay them front to back, and then sometimes people will lay them sideways, and then other kind of slight variations of that. But mine I did straight back, and then I sewed the weave tracks across, and then this is my leave out, which I don't leave it out like this. Well, I leave it like this because I'm at home in like the cornrow braid, But when I go out and expose my look, then I take these out and then kind of blend them in with the top. And you know what? It's not a perfect blend, but that's okay because my hair is healthy and I don't need to flat iron my hair every time just to try to perfectly match with this texture, which is not going to because it's not the same texture of hair. So I'm not like trying so hard to make it perfectly fit. I just have like this wavy kind of hair, and then my hair is kind of wavy. So then I just try to blend it in because I definitely prefer using my own hair at the top rather than a closure. Nothing wrong with closures, but I did have a closure attachment that I added to my wig last time, and you know, it's all right, but I prefer the look of, you know, my actual scalp. So yeah, so here, because, you know, I have my braids still in the cornrows, and so here is like the weave track. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's right here. And it is, it's a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a style that I feel like is gonna stay very long. Maybe because I'm doing my own hair, I'm not getting it as tight. And then even though I have my do-rag and my satin pillowcase, I'm still rolling around on my head at night. And even this morning, like this track was out and I had to sew it back down. And then I'm pretty sure like here, like this track is lifted as well. So I'm gonna have to sew that back down. And yeah, I mean, it's cute, but also it's summer and it gets a little matted. So yeah, I do like the style, but I really do prefer my own hair the most. But then I also like long hair. So I'm like, how can I have the best of both worlds? So I'm still trying to figure that out while my hair is growing, because I did chop off like almost 3 inches. So do got a little bit of ways to go before I grow it back. But you know what? I'm just gonna work with what I got, and that's what it is. But lesson to be learned that I learned for myself is don't shortcut on the tools. Make sure you have the right tools before you do your hair, and don't shortcut just because you're missing something that you know you need. And for me, I know I should have been blow drying my hair before I used the straightener, so that was a fail on my part. But we live and we learn, and we keep moving forward. And my hair is very resilient, and it's still healthy, and it's still thriving. And I did my chop. It wasn't a big chop, but it was a chop. I mean, it was a big chop for me because 3 inches is a lot of hair, but still good. Still got the hair in my head, still growing. It's growing a lot more even now, and it's good. So yeah, this is what I'm at right now, where I'm at right now with the weave. And who knows what I'll be doing next. Maybe I'll keep the weave, maybe I'll take it out, maybe I'll do a whole different style. Probably will do maybe a whole different style, or maybe I'll do cornrows with like extensions at the end, because I realized that my hair can't really take heavy braids. So I like styles that if it is gonna be cornrows, for it to be, or extensions, for it to be something that doesn't weigh my hair down. So yeah, but that's just my hair. Everybody's hair is different, and I'm not just talking about the 4C, but also the thickness or thinness, because I have thin hair strands, but I have a lot of hair. But I have a lot of hair, so it's thick, thin strands, so it can't really take a lot of weight. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and we'll just have to see what happens next. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know if you're on your own hair journey. Drop it in the comments below. Please give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And thank you so much for watching the video today, and have yourself a wonderful day.